Hey YouTube, Windraiser here today, coming to you with another Transformers review, and today I'm going to be finally looking at the Transformers Legacy United final set of the members of the Star Seekers. We are going to be looking at the new and improved Thundertron with members NightStrike and Calcitron. So first off, let's get into this review, and we're going to start off with NightStrike. Now, NightStrike here is basically a repaint of Ratbat, which was repainted into Wing Thing and later on Scar for Double Dealer. But he is now a white and black cassette. Beautiful designs. The white here makes a lot of the mechanical details pop more, in my opinion. I do like the little white details here on the back. Go ahead and flip them over. We have the Bat. He does have the Star Seeker symbol right there on his chest. It's very cool. And to transform him, you just go ahead and bring down his little feeties. Fold down the wing. Fold it out. Fold out the wing. Fold it out. Bring the head forward. And there we go. There you have NightStrike in his Bat mode. And I do like this color scheme. The white, the black, the teal, the turquoise. Like he even has that turquoise in for his eyes. Got nice silver there for the teeth. Very nice. I love the black around the head. Pops very well. I do wish his feet, the top of his feet were a little black, but I digress. But yeah, very cool. And he actually has a special feature with Thundertron. Next up, we have Calcitron, the final member of the Infernac Universe Rock Lord type Transformer dudes. And this is the one reason why I wanted this set, was because of him. I wanted to complete my Infernac Universe characters. I have Infernicus, I have Boulder Crash, I have Geocron, I have Shard, I have Nucleus. Now I have Calcitron. And it's funny and it's interesting because Infernicus and Boulder Crash are lava rocks. Geocron is a geode. Calcitron is calcionite. And Shard is basically an emerald, while Nucleus is basically a moon rock. So each one represents a rock type element, and I love it. I'm here for this. So when they made these guys, it was great. I'm just a little sad that he shares the same mold as Infernicus and Nucleus. Yeah. He's basically Infernicus with just a different head. He does come with the same accessories as Infernicus, with the pickaxe and the top part of the car for his shield. You can just peg that onto his arm back here. Having this little right shield and his little... Come on, you can hold it. I got you holding it with one hand earlier. It's a little pickaxe. But I do love Calcitron. I love the different shades of blue that they've used on him. I think there's like 5 or 6 types of blue on him. In hand, like you can see it very well. Yeah, on camera it probably comes off differently, but he's like 5 or 4 different shades of blue, and it just works. I do love his new head sculpt. The head design is very nice, very unique. Got a little red there for the eyes and the mouth. The only thing downside about the head is it only swings that far on both sides, and he's a little empty-headed in the back. So, but posability on him, just like every character of this mold, his head can only swing side to side. The arms can do a full 360. There's a hinge for in and out. There's a bicep swivel, bend at the elbow. Wrists are on a ball joint, so they can swing in and out and do a full rotation. His waist he rotates at the waist. Legs can kick forward that far, back that far, can kick out that far. There's a thigh swivel just above the knee. It's right there. Knee bends at 90 degrees. I have these pieces which sit on his arms to fill in the gap. Without these, they do bend a full beyond 90. And the feet do tilt side to side, and they can also rock back and forth. So, just like his other brethren, he is an armorizer. And he comes apart. But we'll get into that later. First, we're going to go ahead and transform him. And to do so, I'm going to take these pieces off, set them to the side, take these off, set those off to the side. Alright. So first, we're going to do, go ahead and peg the feet together. And go ahead and flip the feet up and fold them flat just like that. Come here to the back. We're going to fold the legs in. There are two slots here and here. They're going to peg into these tabs here and here. And just swing those in. And they will thap into place. And we're going to take the front of the car and just peg it right there on his back. Now, to do the whole chest and arms, you're going to unpeg them from the sides. Flip this down so you hear it click out of place. And then, I'll go ahead and take this off right now. But you see this piece, this will flip forward. And you'll go ahead and turn, flip that up. Flip out the wheels. That snapping into place scares me so much. Go ahead and fold it in the head. Fold in the arms. Make sure they don't pop out. And there is a diagonal tab here that will go into that slot here. That's the same slot that was used to pick where the now wheels have clicked into. So go ahead and fold those in. Oop. Yeah. Oh no. Because I'm used to doing it with these on. Let me go ahead and put these on. And you want to make sure that they're oriented that way. There we go. So before you do that, fold in the fist. Rock that in. Rock this up. Rock. And rotate the fist that way. You basically want the arm to look like that. And that will tab into that spot right there. So, fold that in, rotate that, fold this in. That's the dryer saying clothes are done. Well, there's little tab connections here that the fit arms will sit in. I'll go ahead and take this piece, peg that into place like so, make sure it's correct. And we'll take this canopy and plug it on top. And there you go. There you have Calcitron in his alt mode. Alright. But yes, it's a very good alt mode. And I do love the color, the blue that's used to make this alt mode. Like we have the blue here that was used for the knees with a nice, I guess you would call that like a gunmetal silver, which is used here for the mesh here in the windows as well as the bars. Got the gunmetal gray and what will be the headlights. Got a nice silver bumper. But just the blue all around, the different shades of it is just perfect. It's beautiful. I do love it. He does share the same gimmick where you can take the pickaxe and just peg it onto there. So you have that storage. And he does have the same vehicle gimmick. So basically you just pull these out. I basically pull them out while I still have the pickaxe attached. Oy, my words today. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this middle slot here and peg it onto the pickaxe like so. And I put it in with the post facing up, and there's a little porthole right here. You can still pull off the battering ram that Infernicus uses. So these two can still do this. It's just sad that Nucleus can't do this. That's because his weapons form a giant mace. But this can also double as a hammer for other characters. Put those back in. So, put the pickaxe back on. Yeah. Side-by-side comparison of him. I really don't have anything in vehicle mode. No, yeah, I do. I lied. Here he is with Megatronus. But yeah, very cool figure. If you want to get this set and you just want it for the Thundertron or just for this or for all three, pick up the set. I mainly got it for him, but Thundertron, the NightStrike are basically an extra. And now on to the Big Daddy himself, Thundertron. Another reason why I got this set, because this version of Thundertron invokes more of his comic book appearance as well as the Transformers Prime figure, mostly in the head and color. But what's also cool, aside from the new head sculpt, he has a new hand accessory, that being his hook. The other figure doesn't have that. And I pulled him out so I can do a side-by-side comparison of these two. He still has both his feet on. But there you have both Thundertrons next to each other. And the way I see it is, this is what Thundertron looked like when he first started the Star Raiders and the first few adventures and blah, 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 blah. And then afterwards, he became this as the years got on, and he became more and more of a... I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's also another term for a more... royalty-like leader. I don't know. The words I'm looking for are escaping me. I just can't get them out correctly. But they're both good figures. Like, the head sculpts are both unique. Everything else about the figure is the same. It's just that this hand has been replaced with a hook. He does still have the peg leg and foot gimmick. I just have his foot on because I lost his sword. But yeah, it's essentially the same figure, just in a brighter paint scheme. And some colors that were brighter are now darker. But yeah. I'll go ahead and get a close-up look at old Thundertron here. And I will admit, that head sculpt is majestic. Like, he has the Viking braided beard with the little tassels at the bottom. He has the eye patch. He has a bigger helmet. And just the blue coming off of him, especially here on the sides, on the top, it is gorgeous. It's a nice metallic blue. It is beautiful. He has this fringe on both sides of his head. And that metallic blue is used throughout the whole figure. It is beautiful, especially on the lion head here with the teal light turquoise eyes. Just beautiful. The copper is now a gold color, and all the color in him, like in all throughout him, has this metallic finish on the paint spots, like the blues, the golds, and the turquoise, even in the turquoise in his hat, all has this metallic finish. and he's just gorgeous. He does come with his original accessories, one being his additional foot, which you can have him with both feet. I choose to have him with the peg leg, and his beautiful sword. And what I normally do is bring that forward. There is a peg tab here. You use this slot here. And just like his original toy, you can have that on the sword. And he can go ahead and hold that like so. And while I've got him out here, I did mention NightStrike, Night whatever, has a special feature with Thundertron here. If you've noticed, there are these two slots up here on Thundertron. They're on the original copy too. Those are meant for any of the Rat Bat characters. And they basically just sit up there, and he just perches on his shoulder as his little parrot. I think that is one of the coolest features of this figure. To have a Rat Bat, a Wing Thing, a Scar, or him just perch on his shoulder, or any Thundertron you have, you can do that. That is so cool. Posability of the old guy. Head is on a ball joint, a little limited on up and down. Can't really look that far on either side. The shoulder pads are on a series of hinges and ball joints. The arms, let me take the sword out. The arms can swing back that far and can swing forward that far, only because the shoulder pads get in the way. They can swing out that far. Mine are stiff. There is a bicep swivel, over 90-degree bend at the elbow. His fist rotates, as well as his hook, which also rotates. The side skirts are on ball joints, so you can position those however you want. The legs can swing forward that far, can swing back that far until it hits his cape. They can kick out that far. He has two thigh swivels. He has a thigh swivel here, and he has a swivel just above the knee. Knee bends. Let me bend it with the stump leg. The knee can bend over 90 degrees. When you have the other foot on the peg, it only swings forward and back. This swings forward, back, and has an ankle pivot. And what I do like that they still left in the side skirts and all of his armor, that he has all those chips and chunks missing from all of his years of battle and plundering. I am here for it. So for transformation, it is very simple. Go ahead and take this off, take this, fold these back. We'll go ahead and peg this back onto his peg leg. Take the other leg, fold those back. There we have his bottom paws. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to pull this whole lion head out. Like so. Then you're going to flip this up. And now comes the fun part. So we're going to take the arms, rotate them around, bring them out, swing them in, and rotate them right at the bicep, at the elbow, just below the elbow. You want to rotate them into each other. Ow, that hurt. To where they will peg into each other. And you're going to fold them up like so, because you have 2 ports, 2 posts. This lion head will peg into those like so. Once you have that, you take this piece, unhook it, swing it forward, and it will peg into the back of the lion head, and everything will connect properly. If it wants to. Give me a moment. Okay, got it. Once you have this all connected, you can go ahead and bring this down. And peg the hand and hook together. Peg them underneath. Close the lion jaw just a bit. So when you have them in robot mode, you have these flared out. In lion mode, fold those in. Come to the shoulder pad, flip it up. We have the lion paw, fold it out, rotate it in, and this port will peg into the post that was the robot arm. Do the same on the other side. Plug it in, down. There you have his front paws. Now for the back legs. Now you can do these one of 2 ways. One, if you want, what the instructions say to do is to swing these out to the side. Bring them down and then swing them at the knees. And bring them down. Once you have that, you will bring these up and bring this forward. So basically you have that. You have the Cheetor transformation. Fold down, fold out. Fold these back. Press the legs inward. Yep. And there you go. There you have Thundertron in his lion mode. Now this is the first time I've actually gotten the lion mode correctly. Normally I have it on my other one. I have these panels facing all the way back here. Yay, tail. But yeah, it's a beautiful lion mode. I do love it. The colors on the lion mode for the lion mode of this character work 10 times better. He looks a whole lot better. Regal. It's a regal appearance. He gives off a regal appearance. That's the word I was looking for. Good Lord. Thank you, Primus. Jeez. Very beautiful figure. Just the gold, the blue that's used, the silver. It's just beautiful. Now, we do have storage. We have the sword. You have this tab here, which will peg into that slot there. And for the little bat, go ahead and transform him back into his little tape mode. Because he shares the peg gimmick, he has a port on this side, and you can just peg him right there along for the ride. So that is cool. There you have all 4 of them in their transformations. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to transform them back into their alt modes, or their robot modes, and I'm going to have Calcitron torn apart. So I'll be right back. All right, so I got Calcitron ripped into pieces. The only thing you're not going to need is this. You have all these pieces. You basically have his feet, the little forearm guards, the arms themselves, the pickaxe, the top of the car, and the wheel wells. Wheel wells. Jesus. Oh, it's late. I need to go to bed. I need to hurry up. So basically, you're going to put these together, and that will form the weapon. The weapon will be the hammer. Everything else, you put it wherever you want. His instructions don't give you that option. So we're going to go off from how I would like to have it. So I would like to do it to where I would have these here. To me, these would fit better on his forearms. Let's this up a bit. Go ahead and take the arms and go ahead and peg those here. And I like to go ahead and just wrap those around his waist. Like that. Next we'll come down to the wheel area, and we'll put these ports down here. Going on. Raise up. And because we have that port here on the shoulder, go ahead and use this. That will sit right there. And go ahead and give him his pickaxe, or his hammer. So there we have Thundertron and Calcitron combined. And we'll go ahead and take little bat dude. And come on. Peg him up there. And there we go. Now we have Thundertron combined with all of his brethren. And it looks phenomenal. I do like it. So yeah, if you don't have a Thundertron, and little bat boy's out of the frame, that's okay. If you don't have Thundertron, if you missed out on this one, or you can't find this one, I found him at Ross for a steal. Either figure is good with your Star Raiders. It's just, in my opinion, I prefer this version over that one. But there you guys have my review on the final members of the Transformers Legacy United Star Raiders of NightStrike, Calcitron, and Thundertron. I am Windraiser, and I will see y'all on the next review.